Yo, Celtics Nation! You ready for a slam dunk of piping hot NBA news? The pot's boiling over in Boston with moves that'll hit every fan right in the feels. We've got blockbuster signings, nail-biting rumors, game-changing injuries, and a star ready to shut the haters up. What's cooking in Beantown is straight up wild, so grab a seat, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's dive into this roller coaster of emotions. Are these moves gonna launch us to the top? Or leave? Us chasing ghosts? Let's break it down together. The green runs deep, and we're feeling the shockwaves. While we're still wrapping our heads around the roster shakeup, a new face steps into the spotlight, straight from Europe with game-changing potential. Gonzalez, the 19-year-old Spanish wing, just inked a deal with the Celtics, and this signing's got everyone buzzing. Picked 28th overall in the first round, this 6'6" kid brings a versatile style that could fit like a glove in our system. But is he the real deal? Let's dig into the details. Gonzalez, coming off the Real Madrid squad, is the first Spaniard to rock the jersey of the 18-time NBA champs. That's history in the making. Across 69 games last season in Spain's ACB League, Copa de España, and EuroLeague, he posted solid numbers: 5.2 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 0.9 assists per game. Not exactly lighting up the scoreboard, and his 27.1% three-point shooting raises some eyebrows, but come on, the kid's only 19. He's raw, but the potential's there, and Boston loves polishing gems like this. What's got me hyped is his versatility. At 6'6", Gonzalez can play the wing or even slide over to guard multiple spots on defense. He's got solid ball handling and court vision, qualities Coach Joe Mazzulla eats up in his motion-heavy system. But here's the first red flag. He's no sharpshooter. In a league where the three ball is practically gospel, can he keep up with the NBA's pace? Fans are already split on social media. Some see him as a next Al Horford on defense, while others are sweating his shaky long-range shot. The contract's another hot topic. If Gonzalez signed for the max 120% of the rookie scale, we're talking $2.83 million in year one and $14.3 million over 4 years. But Boston's been trying to keep the payroll flexible for future moves. Did he take a discount? The numbers aren't out yet, and the suspense is killing us. If they paid full price, it could tie their hands in free agency. But if they snagged a deal, it's another masterstroke by Brad Stevens. Strategically, Gonzalez lands at a perfect time, with Jason Tatum sidelined by injury and big losses like Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday. The roster's screaming for depth. He's not starting right away, but you can see him battling Sam Hauser for minutes or pairing with Derek White in gritty defensive lineups. The challenge is clear. Turn this raw talent into a reliable contributor. If it clicks, he's a steal. If not, the fans won't hold back. While we're still chewing on Gonzalez's arrival, the Celtics keep dropping surprises. Brad Stevens went shopping and snagged a familiar face from our rivals, the Timberwolves, to bolster the rotation. Josh Minott, a 22-year-old 6'6" wing, signed a 2-year, $5 million deal, and this move's got fans torn between hope and doubt. Can this kid, who couldn't crack Minnesota's lineup, break out in Boston? Let's unpack this move that could be a game changer. Minott came into the NBA as the 45th pick in the 2022 draft out of Memphis. In 3 seasons with the Wolves, he was glued to the bench, averaging just 6 minutes a game last season with 2.6 points and 1 rebound. Pretty quiet, right? But here's the kicker. In the G League with the Iowa Wolves, this dude was a beast. Across 32 games, he dropped 19.2 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 1.8 blocks per game. That's raw potential. Boston's betting that with more minutes in the right system, Minott can shine. What's got me pumped is his versatility. At 6'6" with a long wingspan, Minott's a defender who can guard multiple positions, something Mazzulla loves. He's got elite athleticism, attacks the rim with authority, and showed in the G League he can score efficiently, hitting nearly 50% from the field. But here's the catch. His three-point shot is a question mark. He didn't get enough chances in Minnesota to prove it, and fans are nervous about how he'll fit in our spacing-heavy game. This signing comes at a critical moment. With Tatum out, Porzingis traded to Atlanta, and Holiday in Portland, our wing rotation is desperate for help. Minott joins Luka Garza, another ex-Wolf, to bring energy and depth. Social media's buzzing. Some fans call him another project. With big risks, while others see a future Bruce Brown, a do-it-all spark plug. And at $5 million, that's a bargain. If he pans out, it's another Steven slam dunk. Strategically, Minot's a bet on development. Boston's turned overlooked players into stars before, and Minnesota's logjam doesn't define his future. He'll compete with Hauser and maybe even Gonzalez for minutes. If he brings half his G League fire, he could be a defensive and fast break spark. But if he flops, the front office will feel the heat. Speaking of heat, a bombshell rumor about one of our legends is making Celtics Nation lose it. While we're trying to process the new faces, a gut punch rumor dropped in Boston that's got fans' hearts racing. Al Horford, our leader, our five-time All-Star, is being courted by two NBA powerhouses, the Lakers and Warriors. Yep, the buzz is real, and the thought of losing the soul of this team has everyone in a panic. Is Horford's time in Boston running out? Let's dive into what's going down. At 39, Horford's still a cornerstone. Last season, he averaged 9 points and 6.2 rebounds in 27.7 minutes, with a career 37.7% from three. He's not the rim-rattling big man he once was, but his impact goes way beyond stats. He anchors the defense, keeps the team steady in clutch moments, and brings leadership you can't buy. The Lakers, fresh off trading Anthony Davis to Dallas, are desperate for a veteran big. The Warriors, looking to beef up their front court, are also in the mix. This is bad news for us. What's got fans on edge is the timing, with Tatum out with a Z, an Achilles injury, Holiday traded to Portland, and Porzingis in Atlanta. Horford's one of the last pillars of our 2024 title team. Losing him now would be like ripping out the team's heart. Social media's a mess. Some fans say he deserves a fat final contract and a ring elsewhere, while others are begging Boston to outbid everyone. Will the front office fight for him? Strategically, Horford's more than a player. He's a mentor to youngsters like Gonzalez and Minot. Without him, our interior defense could crumble, especially with Neemias Queta and Luka Garza still finding their footing. The risk is real. Losing Horford could shake the team's identity, but keeping him might cap our flexibility to rebuild. Brad Stevens is in a tough spot, and every day without a decision ramps up the tension. Fans are freaking out, and for good reason. Horford's a legend, a symbol. Will Boston fight to keep him or let him chase a new chapter? While we wait for answers, one guy's ready to step up and carry the team. And as we grapple with Horford's uncertain future, one star's ready to take the reins and prove he's no sidekick. Jaylen Brown, our 2024 Finals MVP, is facing the biggest challenge of his career, and Tatum's injury might just be his golden ticket to silence the doubters for good. Is Brown ready to be that guy for the Celtics? Let's dive into this fiery storyline. Tatum's Achilles injury is a brutal blow, no question. But if there's a silver lining, it's Jaylen Brown. This dude steps up when his co-star's out. In 39 career games without Tatum, Brown's averaged 27.3 points, 7.1 rebounds, and 3.9 assists. That's superstar territory. Last season without Tatum, he went off, 36 points and 10 boards against the Magic, 26 points and 12 assists against the Knicks. Fans are hyped, but the haters still question. Can he carry that load all season? What makes Brown special is his two-way dominance. On offense, he's a beast, using his athleticism to torch defenses with drive and kick plays. And his passing? He averaged 4.5 assists last season, but without Tatum, that jumps to 6.7. That's leadership. Expectations are sky high for 2025 to 26. Brown could easily hit 25-27 points a game, especially now that he's fully recovered from last year's knee issue. But here's the tension. Without Tatum, defenses will key in on him. Can he handle the pressure? Defensively, Brown's among the league's best. With speed, strength, and smarts, he locks down wings and guards with ease. Fans are buzzing about him leading a core with Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, and Anthony Simons, who keep the floor spaced. Despite losing Holiday, Porzingis, and Cornette, this squad's got enough juice to make the playoffs in a weaker East. If Brown drags this team to the postseason, the second fiddle narrative is dead. Strategically, this is Brown's moment to shine. He's shown he can be the guy. If he stays efficient and leads a strong campaign, he could even crash the MVP conversation. But if he stumbles, the doubters will pounce. Celtics Nation is confident but nervous. What a day, Green Nation! Hugo Gonzalez brings fresh blood, but is he a steal or just another project? Josh Minot's a cheap bet, but will he pop or flop? Al Horford in the crosshairs of the Lakers and Warriors is a gut punch. Does he stay or go? And Jaylen Brown, ready to silence the haters. Can he carry the team without Tatum? Every update's a wild ride. Now it's your turn. Do these moves save or sink the Celtics? Is Brown the guy, or will the pressure get him? Drop your takes in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's talk hoops.